name is William Connor. I am 13 and 1 week old. I am in 7th grade and I live in Northport, New York, Long Island. I live with my mom, my dad, my twin brother, and my sister. We have 3 cats, Luke, Leia, and Yoda. Can you tell we're Star Wars fans? So today we're going to be making salmon burgers. And the first thing you would do is wash your hands. The first thing I have to do is I have to take our retainer out. But I already did that and I already washed my hands. So you're going to need about a pound of salmon and you're going to put it right in the food processor. Now, I eat a lot of fish, partly because my sister is a pescatarian. She says she's a vegetarian, she's a pescatarian, because we eat a lot of fish. So I'm going to grind this up. And in the middle, I'm going to add shallots. Now, I already had the shallots, but I just wanted to show you my cutting skills. Now, I chose shallots because onions, they're not as sweet and they're not as strong. That's partially why I chose shallots. I keep getting that messed up. So that's partially why I chose shallots for that. Those are the 2 reasons I chose shallots. Okay. So now I'm going to grind this into a paste. If it keeps getting stuck on these sides, take a rubber spatula and just push it to the bottom. You're probably going to be using more, but I'm just making it for myself here, so it won't happen. And that looks pretty good. So then, what you're going to want to do is take the rest of your salmon, put it in. And then cover this. And then you're going to pulse it. So that looks pretty good and even. Okay. So now, take what you have, take it out, sink, and put it in a bowl of some sort. Now again, take your rubber spatula, if there's any on the sides, and just take it and put it in there. Okay. Now that we have this, I'm going to put some breadcrumbs in. Not too much, just what you think is necessary. I'm going to put that much in. And if you need to put more in, you can. So then I'm going to take some dew, put that in, just for a little bit of flavor. And use your hands. Now, people say, ew, gross, why are you using your hands? I like using my hands. I like using my hands to mix, and you're going to see me multiple times probably saying this. Because seriously, I like using my hands. It's fun. I mean, you get down and dirty with your food pretty much. That's pretty much why I do that. Okay, so now this looks pretty good. I'm just going to mix it a little more, and plop this over here. Wash my hands. Now, you always want to keep washing your hands when you work with fish. Because if there is salmonella, not salmon manilla, get it? Because then you can get sick from that. So keep washing your hands when you work with fish. And generally, whenever my hands get dirty, I always wash my hands no matter what. Okay, so now that we're done with the breadcrumbs. Oh, I forgot the curry. One second. Now this curry, special curry. So my mom and I were making my mom's famous chickpea tofu, and we had no curry. So she said, "Hey Will, can you whip up some curry?" So I looked up a recipe online, and there are general things like cumin, cayenne. But there was there's surprising things like cinnamon. Cinnamon, there we go. Which was kind of surprising to me. But I realized it's a good idea. It's a spice. It has that spice flavor. And it'll actually probably work in curry. So I did that. And we've been using this for so long. Now I'm going to put the olive oil mayo. Now, I use olive oil mayo because I have high cholesterol. Yeah, I know. Surprised me too. I'm just putting olive oil mayo or mayo, whatever you prefer, for creaminess. Just to have it a little creamy. So I'm, again, going to use my hands. Gets a little more messy, but it's fun. So once I finish that, I'm just going to pop it over there. And that should be good. Okay, now we're going to start on some very fun sauces. Okay. So we're going to make two sauces, pesto and a spicy. So now I'm going to start with the spicy, so I can put that aside. What you're going to need for this is you're going to have sriracha, lots of sriracha. Now, I make lots of spicy stuff, partially because I like spicy stuff, but my mom hates it. My dad and my brother absolutely love it. So I'm going to put some chili powder in there. Not too much, because you don't want to overpower the sauce. You just want it to add the flavor. Okay, so I think I'm done with that. Okay. Now, if you want, you can add some pepper, which I'm going to. Okay, then you're going to mix it up. And then once you do all that, you're going to have to taste it. Depending on your taste, this is not nearly spicy enough. And have to add more sriracha sauce. Now this is all on taste. If you don't like it that spicy, you don't have to add as much sriracha sauce. And if you want it really spicy, just add a lot of sriracha sauce. That's what I do, generally. Okay. Again, taste it every single time. And that is good. Okay, after that, now we're going to move on to the pesto. The pesto is very little. It's just pesto and some pepper. That's all you have to use. Now I know you're saying, well, you're using too much olive oil in there. No, it really doesn't taste like olive oil. It's not going to ruin the taste or anything. Then you're going to want to put some pepper in, just to sprinkle, just for a little bit of flavor. And as I told you, I keep washing my hands, always. So again, taste it. Now this isn't as much personal preference. It's just on taste. Where did I put the other sauce? There. Okay. So now we've done this. Okay, so now I'm going to be making an extremely good salad with cucumbers, tomatoes, and mangoes. It has a nice orange vinaigrette that is to die for. It's really good. So I'm going to get that. I already cut some things, just to save a little time. But I'll cut some more. And yes, my mom lets me use the chef knife. Now, that happened. Now we have less cucumber. Don't want it to overpower the dish. Now, what I was about to say is, you don't want it to have too big chunks, because then you're just going to keep getting cucumber and keep getting cucumber. You don't want to keep getting cucumber in your mouth. Then it just pretty much ruins the salad. That light finally turned on. Okay. Okay. So now that we cut it into even chunks, I'm going to cut tomato. Don't use this. Now what you're saying is, all the juices are squeezing out. No, I'm not going to waste those juices. I'm just going to slide them right into the salad. Okay, now, what you might be saying is, well, you're not probably saying this, but my knife hasn't been sharpened for a long time. And it's kind of dull. This is fine. It's straight. But this has not been sharpened for a while. So I'm going to show you a tip, which is actually a pretty darn cool tip. What you're going to take is, you're going to take regular little plate, regular. Flip it to the bottom and just run it along the edge of the plate, because the edge of the plate is sharp enough to sharpen the blade, but it's not sharp enough, to cut you. See, if I run my finger around it, it's not sharp enough to cut me. It's not sharp enough just to sharpen this, so that looks good. Okay. So now we're going to make we're going to make a really good orange vinaigrette. Yeah. And the mango. Okay. Forgot about the mango. I'm going to show you a really cool tip. So I already pitted this and everything. And there goes the light. I already pitted this and everything, but I'm going to show you a cool tip how to actually peel it. Or skin it, or whatever you want to call it. Oh my god, can you just stay in one place? Okay. So what you're going to want to do, take mango, line it up with a cup. Yes, with a cup. And make sure that it's aligned with the skin and that the skin catches the mango. Now, it may take you a couple of tries to get all that juice meat out. And yeah, it takes me a lot to get this. But it's worth it. You don't have to keep peeling it with a peeler. It's very nice. It's sweet, it's yummy, and it's slippery. I don't know why, I just like it. And once when I was at on Coney Island, I saw these people, they were selling mangoes on a stick. And I was like, can I get one? And my mom was like, and I was so disappointed. And I said, when we get home, can we get mango? And she was like, yeah, sure. And I was so happy. You can go either ways. Oh, wait, we got a lot of meat on this one. You can go either ways. You can go this way, that way. Okay. So that should be good. I'm going to throw that out. And kind of cut it. Just cut it into little bits. Not big. Not too big, not too small. A little sliver. Mango. Okay, that should be good. Now, I'm still working on knife skills. Forgot I needed this. I'm still working on knife skills. But I've learned some tips from chefs all over about different knife skills. So that skill, the up and down, was taught to me by a chef at a place in Williamsburg, Virginia called the Chef's Kitchen. So the Chef's Kitchen is where you pretty much watch them cook. It's pretty much a CIA class, but you're not taking notes or anything. It's really nice. So I'm going to take this blood orange, which is pretty. I'm going to squeeze it in here. Okay, so I'm used to blood oranges because every Mother's Day we make croissant French toast for my mom. And me and my dad get up extremely early. We get up at like 5:30 to start making these, so she gets it at around 6. No, not 6, like 7-ish. So we start working, and my dad always goes, hey, go get the blood oranges, which my mother loves. She absolutely loves them. So I think that we got as much juice as we can for that. I'm going to leave that open. And make sure there are no pits, because you don't want to crunch in your vinaigrette. That would just be awful. Keep cutting them. Don't split arms. Now, if you have an apron or a white apron, just bleach it. If it gets messy, bleach it. It's not a big deal. I don't care about it. I just don't want it getting all over my undershirt because then I can't bleach that. Okay, so get as much juice as you can out of there. I'm going to keep cutting these. This is the last one. I always love... Oh, there we go. There we go. I always love cutting up blood oranges. It's just so pretty inside. And the juice is just amazing. Now what you might have heard is my cat. He's jumping out here. So now I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. Sponge. Ow! Not another splinter. Okay. Now, if you've ever seen the not the TV show, the movie Ratatouille, have you ever seen that? I don't know because I'm not. Yeah. Now, this specific line says, "Keep your station clean or I will kill you." And my dad keeps saying that because he says, "You better not get your station messy because then you make me clean it up." So my dad then, if I ask him to clean it up, he asks me to clean it up, and then I have to clean it up. So I just clean as I go. Okay, now we got this blood orange in there. Not much. You don't need that much. You just need it for a little flavor. You're gonna take some balsamic vinegar and put it in, just on personal preference. No, not that. I'll raise this and taste a little bit. What I've learned is you don't need much vinaigrette because then it's just going to seep at the bottom and make everything soggy. So you don't need much. And I think that is perfect. So I'm just going to put this right on top. Okay, now make sure it's balsamic vinegar. Don't use red wine vinegar. Don't use any other vinegar. Just use balsamic vinegar. Okay. Now take the cilantro and don't pour it in. Take it and sprinkle it. And that should be that. Okay. Now if you want salt, you can use some salt. I'm going to put some salt in. Just a little bit. Just for a little texture and a little. Okay, so again, I'm going to use my hands. Because seriously, hands. That's what they're made for. Getting this. Okay, so mix that until you can see all the components evenly throughout. So again, I think I put too much cucumber in there. Doesn't really matter. You'll pretty much get everything in every bite. The vinaigrette is really good. Okay. Put that away. Okay. Now that we have all of the sauces and all the vinaigrettes and all that stuff ready, we're going to make the salmon burgers, finally. Where's the sponge? Again, keep your station clean. So you're going to have a spatula, not a spatula, a frying pan, and you're going to need all of it. I'm putting in truffle oil just flavor-wise. That's why I'm putting it in there. So take olive oil. Just a little bit of truffle oil if you're going to use any. Now, I got this truffle oil for Christmas, like this year, and I've been using it a lot. My mom once said, "Hey, how can we spice up a little bit of dinner for Christmas?" And I was like, "Hey, can I use your truffle oil? My truffle oil?" And she was like, "Yeah, we can try it on the potatoes." Everyone loved the potatoes. I love the potatoes. Okay. So get that throughout evenly, and again, hands. Put it in about burger-sized, and round it until it looks somewhat like a burger. Like that. Now you may see these covers on here. No, it's not for me, even though I'm one of the youngest, although my brother is 1 minute younger than me. And I always put them against him. Now, we have covers because of my cats. One day when we were at one of my brother's concerts, because he played percussion, my dad is an EMT, so he got a call from the fire department. And so, he got a call wall saying 351 Main Street. And we were like, what? And it said house fire. And we all freaked out because that's our house. So my dad ran there, and apparently the cats had jumped down, hit this on my other shelf. And it had started because my mom put plastic on here, plastic covers. And it started burning and it flamed up, and this is new, this is new. Okay, so now everything was pretty much ruined. And it was 2 days before we were hosting Passover, 2 days. So the company shipped it to us as soon as possible the next day. It was just, they were so nice. So, and I also got convection double ovens. Woo! Okay, so I'm gonna heat that up a little. Well, that's gone. I'm gonna start serving things. Now, this bread, I wanted like Italian bread or French bread. Well, my mom said no, that's too hard, the crust is too hard. And I said, I don't want burger buns because that's too soft. It's not going to be really fancy, quote unquote fancy. And I can't move my fingers. So my mom ran down to the local bakery, Copenhagen, and she grabbed ciabatta bread. And I was like, ciabatta bread? And she was like, yes, ciabatta bread. And so she grabbed ciabatta bread instead of French bread. And I've tried this. I've made this already. It's really good. It's honestly really good. So while that cooks, I'm just going to start plating so we don't waste time. Gotta keep an eye on there. Now, this is probably only going to take 2 minutes on each side. And you want to cook it throughout evenly because you don't want raw fish and a chance of salmonella. So you don't want a chance of that. So I'm going to wait about like 30 seconds. Okay, now we're done with those sauces. We're going to move on to the salad. Okay. I'm going to flip it, and let's see how it came out on the side. It should have brown all over it. No, it does not. So I'm just going to flip it right over. Okay, I'm going to take this. Plate the salad. And what I love about the salad is it has so much colors in it. It has those greens of the cucumber, the red of the tomatoes, and the really good orangey yellow. What would you call it? Like the orange? I don't know. Not the mango. So we're going to wait till this cooks for a little bit, and I think that side should be good to go. Yeah. Oh, well, it's crumbling. Now we're going to wait that for to cook. And I have some extra, so I'm just going to make like a meatball or something out of this. Cooking just because, I don't know, I've just always liked to create things in different ways, and cooking's just one of those ways, and I fall in love with it. Now, I would like to go on Chopped and try to win Chopped because my sister's looking for a college. I already know what college I want to go to. I want to go to either CIA, ICE, which Bobby Flake graduated from, or Johnson & Wales. Those are the 3 top colleges I have. There's others, but I don't know. there's cordon bleu, but I'm not going to France to learn. I'm just gonna stay in the States. Now, that's what I would do with the money. And chopped, even if I get chopped or anything, I don't care. It's just the thought and the experience that counts, really, for me. Now that should almost be ready. I still see a little pink spot, so I'm just gonna leave that for a little bit. Meatballs should be ready though. Oh, there we go. Meatballs. There's so much colors in here. There's the green of the dill weed. There's the white, what's fully cooked, of the salmon. And then there's that brown on both sides. It just looks really good. Can't wait to try it. So I'm going to move this. And if you want a little vinaigrette, take a spoon. Take the vinaigrette and just drizzle it on a little bit. That's what I'm going to do with it. Okay, now I think... Oh, there we go. That looks really good. Just going to let that float. Okay, so in my spare time, while I'm cooking, while I'm not cooking, not this, not while I'm waiting, I usually do different things. I'm into World War II. What are you doing? I'm into World War II. I breakdance a lot. What else? I like doing a lot of stuff. Yeah. My dad teaches me stage combat, so I do that with my dad, my brother and my dad, which is really fun. He's a teacher at Syosset High School in Nassau County. He's a theater teacher. Or drama teacher, whatever. So I think this, wait, let me see. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Is that wrong? There we go. And there you have it. Salmon burger, 2 sauces, and a salad. And if you were here, you would smell it's so good. Now if you want to try this at home, you can. And thank you for watching. Bye.